Ibanda district, just like in most parts of the country, harbors a section of people victimized by poverty caused by poor mindset towards businesses and lack of financial literacy. Such constraints are so critical that people are even unable to leverage on existing government-established infrastructure to fight poverty. Dr. Patrick Bitature, a prominent businessman who hails from the area, decided to confront these challenges through Ibanda Community Organisation Network, ICON, an entity from which he is a patron. As the investor scratched his head to ensure his people are empowered with business skills, the grand plan crossed his mind.
I had to look around and I found the ideal partner in Enterprise Uganda, tried and tested trainers. I invited them and they were gracious enough to come and train the people in Ibanda. The first cohort of people we trained was about 750, just under 1,000. Many people applied and we couldn't take more people than that because of the COVID risk. We needed social distancing. So we capped it at 750. But the training was amazing. The leadership at Enterprise Uganda, amazing people. When I talk about Charles Ochichi, a household name, the whole of Ibanda knows him now and they praise Charles Ochichi. And his assistants, the team that worked with him, Judith, an amazing woman. People with passion, with commitment, they have transformed the lives of our people.
After training, people's attitude towards work almost took an instant change. This entrepreneur, for example, turned a free service into a business.
I used to feel that mental health is something I cannot do as a career. But after realizing that even services can be sold, I immediately left here and started. At the start, I was doing it free of charge because I could go to churches, give the message, then I even could treat people without payment. Now, after the training, I realized that I lacked address because by then I could go out, teach epileptic people, help people who are suicidal, and when I got a place, I got 15 rooms, hiring them at 1 million. And then I started advertising by foot. And I even currently have 10 patients who are undergoing treatment. And I'm seeing the business is really prospering.
The skills message really sank deeper. Look at how this entrepreneur, for instance, widened the scope of her creativity.
I started with 5 pigs. As of now, I have 40 pigs. I used to sell the piglets of 1 month at 50,000 because that is a fixed price for the piglet of 1 month. But when I got the knowledge from here, I started to do fattening. My fattening, so these days I'm selling a pig of 4 months. 4 months, that is 400,000. The next 5 years, I was planning to get a machine because I want to start sausages.
Very impressive how entrepreneurs got kick-started into business. But where exactly is the trick? There are rules to follow.
The first rule of entry to business is sell a solution that meets customer expectation. What do I mean by that? Somebody wants you to deliver for them services associated with groceries nearer them. If you can't deliver those services, did you know that the next day you begin selling? Somebody is simply saying, I have been struggling to go and buy eggs 2 kilometers away from here. Now that you have brought the services nearer, the next day you have a customer. Now, once you know how to retain that customer, through your services, through your pricing, through your attending all the other value additions, you have already started a business. Second rule is, can you wear the mindset of competition? And competition requires that you learn on a daily basis on what is happening in terms of your sector, in terms of people who want to get in terms of the needs of your customers. Once you sort out that one and do that consistently, you have entered the arena of entrepreneurship.
The power of mindset change further empowered some trainees into realizing that they had enough initial capital, but oblivious of the fact that it was enough to start.
kayine sente zanje emitwaro 30 konka kunashomera umushomo namara kurugayo nti ati ekiteekateeko kyo kugura esimu nakirugaho naziteeka mu bizinesi y'enkoko nagura enkoko then nkongereraho nagura enkoko igana day one ko naguzire enkoko igana ez'ekiro kimwe natandika nazireberera ahabwokuba ebijunga mbyine konka nkanetagamu okugu kati enkoko ezisofa akafayo enkoko 10 naguzaho enkoko 35 kandi zasigara nzine kandi nyine ekiteekateeko ky'okugira ngu zasya amezi 3 ngaruke nyongeremu ezindi.
In other instances, all it takes to motivate creativity are the inspiring testimonies.
Judith told us that she had some rentals in Kampala. At the end of the year, she could repaint the so-called rentals, and the money could increase. Then from there, I had my small houses in Ibanda Municipal Council, Jubilee Street. So as I followed the message of Madam Judith, I also followed her advice and started painting my rentals, and actually they have increased the prices. For example, a shop which I was renting at 200,000 is now at 300,000. So that's the message I got from Enterprise Uganda.
As the optimism grows about uplifting the people of Ibanda district, where exactly is the potential within the communities?
These people have got so much energy, so much talent. What they lack is opportunity. But they can't see the opportunity unless they are trained, unless they get financial literacy. And there is no better place, in my view today, than Enterprise Uganda. We have to resource it, we have to scale it, we have to get across the country.
Well, as the struggle continues to transform people's lives, the expert highlights opportunities that can support the realization of these dreams.
The range of opportunities for the people of Ibanda are enormous. Trading opportunities, goods that are needed by the community in that area that are not produced in that area, somebody must deliver those solutions. Services, we're talking of schools, we're talking of transport, we're talking of medical services. Those are things that the community of Ibanda wants to consume. We're talking of things associated with agriculture. That's one part of the country where it is beautiful, green, adequate rainfall, good soils. But those need to be tapped into in a much more commercial manner.
In specific terms, what impact has the ICON leadership observed from the training intervention?
I have mothers who have been approaching me who wanted to abandon their children and run away because the father had abandoned her with her children. And so she was giving up, especially when COVID came. But simply because she got this training, it gave her new light. It showed her the path. And now she's gone back into cooking, she's baking, she's selling cakes, she's making chapatis, she's looking after her children. So this has been transformational, and this is just the beginning of this journey. Now imagine if we had trained these people over a period of time, say 5 years, continuously monitoring them, hand-holding them, supporting them, teaching them how to save, how to invest, how to mitigate risks, because there will be risks, there will be external shocks. So how do we help these people keep their little savings, grow their little savings, make sizable investments, use financial literacy to transform their lives?
Looking at the existing and prospective benefits of ICON's interventions, are there lessons the rest of the country can pick and replicate? What exactly needs to be done?
ICON brings us to a classroom of specific lessons. The first one is that for a network, for a leadership to change the general population, that leadership must be sold on that message. They must believe that message. It must flow in their bones, in their DNA. ICON is exactly that. Right from Bitature to the CEO, to the board, to the membership of leadership of ICON, they all believe in empowering the community using the resources resident in the community. Number two, you need a leadership that does not believe in babysitting a society. It says you have the ability. All we are coming to do is to empower you, but you must sweat it out. Now again, that is something that you need to transform a society. Challenge your society. Tell them, I would rather create an enterprising spirit in you to flourish and cause you to reach your farthest talents. And then I will be there to cheer you and to keep on empowering you as you walk that tortuous and sweaty journey.